Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos and today I have some exciting news. We have some new audiences that we can use in the Facebook platform and they're coming straight away from Shopify. What is the big deal here? We have Shopify announcing that for the Shopify Plus users, the ones that they're paying more monthly, there are going to be some audiences available. How do they work? Shopify announced that based on an algorithm that they are actually have produced, that they are going to populate audiences based on some of your best sellers. For example, you go, you click create audience in the section, you go immediately and you create an audience. It tells you which item do you want to pick as a reference. You take one of your best sellers or the item that you want to sell, and basically it creates an audience out of that. It's creating an audience based on the data that it has as a whole Shopify platform. So it's having also from other stores information who is buying what. Perfect, right? It looks amazing. Of course, the algorithm is going to be new. I don't think that it's going to be super efficient, but in a period that we have so many interests being removed by Facebook, I think that Shopify Plus, Shopify audiences can actually cover this gap because we are missing all of these interests for the new companies. So if you're having sales from other areas and you're getting from that an audience that you can use on Facebook, now we don't know if it's going to be 100% accurate and if it can identify all the people, but I'm guessing that they have thought of that, and whoever they're going to give you as a population, it's going to be an audience that it can be actually used within Facebook. Of course, all of this is something that we're going to test, but think of it. We are having a platform which is Shopify, which is having so much data from all of the e-commerce stores. And they say that of course they're going to keep the anonymity of everyone and stuff, and that you need to have a specific disclaimer if you want to use the audiences into your terms of service and stuff. But at the end of the day, this is another source which looks like it's having an algorithm, and whatever has an algorithm as a channel, we always love it. So we know that this is going to improve more and more and more. We know that this is another source of getting audiences that we can use, especially after the removal of so many interests from the platform. And we know that it's worth the testing. This is a new thing. I haven't tested it a lot. For some accounts that I have tested, some it looks promising, but I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure if we can use it with lookalikes because the audiences are not so big, okay? They're not broad audiences like 50 million, 60 million people. Most of the audiences are 1.2 to 1.5, 2 million people, and it's taking a lot of time to populate them. It's taking 24 to 48 hours so that you will be able to see them in the audience section. All of you should try it. It makes sense in a technical level. And now we have to see if it's working with lookalikes, you know, the different variations that we will have to do with it. Okay, so just for a quick look on my PC on what they have. This is a fresh thing. We don't have a lot of information about it yet. So it says here, find your next best customer. Okay, supercharged top of funnel. So they say that you should use this only for top of funnel. It makes total sense. What I want to focus here is this, which says designed for privacy. So it says that audience lists are encrypted and transmitted securely when exporting to ad platforms, and lists cannot be downloaded from ad platforms. So it's going to stay there. They have an integration with Facebook and Instagram. We're not able to actually get the list so that you can use them with email marketing, SMS marketing, and so on. And then we have a little bit of how it's working over here. We have this guy, and it says basically that if we come here, you can see that we have the create audience. Then you choose the product, as I said. When you're able to choose the product, as you see here, it's choosing the product. Then it's populating 1.2, 1.8. Let's see what we have here. It says the orders that they were having, the sales, and the audience details, average order value. So, and then it's going to export it. I need to mention here that you can link for the audiences only with one ad account. You cannot link with multiple ad accounts. So the way that's working, then you click the export button over here. Let's see what else we have from this video. They say that you have to use it only on your top of funnel stuff. I have seen this video 1 million times. And then it says that it's only for Shopify Plus.
To Chris Wood's desk. The fuck is this?
This guy is also mentioning about the algorithm, that the algorithm is going to improve more and more and more and more. The situation is that it's mostly based on items, which is good because you can focus on your bestsellers, and we know in this channel that the bestsellers are very important for an e-commerce store. I think that this is going to drag more people to use Shopify. I think that this is a serious development. I have high hopes for this tool over here, and I think that eventually it's going to work, and it's going to be one of the major things that we're going to actually use. All of this is happening again for the established brands and stuff, that they can actually populate this kind of data. But if you think of it, the idea is that even for the startup, you just click your product. The only problem here is that you don't know if your product is a bestseller or not, okay, which is very important. Because if your product is not good and people don't like it, they're not going to buy it anyway. But let's say that you know your bestseller and you have a faith in one product, you click in this product and you create an audience which is similar to, which is most likely going to buy this product. So it's also good for startups. But all of these things are testing in order to see if they are working or not. Of course, Shopify announced that it's going to do it also for other platforms. They just start with Facebook and Instagram. Also, guys, don't forget that if you want to learn more about Facebook ads, you can check my book or my course, my free course. And don't forget that until we meet again, you have to be creative and you have to be consistent.